Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And something I always wanted to do was show the difference between the gotcha here, which I talk about a lot. Mine's been through some wear and tear over the years. Yes, this is a different style, watch band. So much wear that I broke the little loop. But shout out to the couple that gave me this years ago. I thought I lost this thing a couple times, and it's scratched, it's dinged up. I wanted to compare this to this thing. This is the newest thing on the market. Now, there is a gotcha like this inside an actual USB charger. So it's pretty cool because you could charge a phone or possibly the gotcha itself from this device. I haven't seen too many of those lately, so I don't have that to show you, unfortunately. But I do have the Gotcha Evolve. Now, this bad boy right here is about $30 at GameStop. It's $29.99 versus $49.99 new. I haven't seen those used, but I'm sure there's a used market for them on eBay, Amazon, and the like. So if you don't want to pay the $50 plus tax, go ahead and search for those online if you can, if that's the route you want to take. Now, what do these do? Again, the Go Plus is the predecessor. The Pokemon Go Plus, it's a device that allows you to simply, it looks like a Pokeball. You can simply click on it, and it will either catch Pokemon, depending on how close they are to you, and it could also spin stops for you. Now, there's the Pokeball Go Plus, which, it's a controller for Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, and Pikachu for your Nintendo Switch to single-handedly play that way. It automatically will spin the stops for you, but you still have to click on the ball itself to catch Pokemon. So the advantage of the Gotcha here is you can see an LED screen there. You just go through this thing. For example, this, I believe, is to catch Pokemon. You go to the next one. This is to spin stops. This is to not catch Pokemon you haven't seen before. This is to not vibrate. This is to communicate with your cell phone. So there, you just hold down on the red dot there, and it turns off a setting. You hold down on it again, it puts the setting back on. So you can scroll through all these as you wish, and make sure the settings are on the way that you like. So for me, I leave it the way that you saw because, hey, if it's a Pokemon I never caught before, I don't want to risk the gotcha trying to catch it with a Pokeball when I could have used a Pineapple Berry and just tried to catch it on my own versus the gotcha and it running away. Why is that important? Well, if it runs away, well, you won't know unless you look in the journal. And, I'd rather at least have seen it myself than to sit there and think that I see it in a gym. Where was this thing at? And if it was me throwing, I would have made sure I used an Ultra Ball versus a Pokeball. Why do I say Pokeball? Well, no matter which device you use, they're only going to use Pokeballs. Even if you run out of Pokeballs, it's not going to go to Ultra Balls. It's not going to go to Greats. Many of you know this by now. So for the dozen of you who don't know how all these devices work, consider this a tutorial here as I'm here in my messy bed showcasing this to you. So, I love this because on Community Day, days like, Swablu Community Day, where I'm not interested at all in the Pokemon, but I still want to, try my luck at catching something and get a shiny, there you go. If I just need XP or, there's Adventure Sync now, so you could leave that checked on, and without having either of these two devices or the others, it'll still catch or track miles for you, or kilometers, excuse me, so that you earn candy with your buddy. But I like this for the simple fact that it spins stops for me. And if I'm a passenger in a vehicle or just, not really paying attention, I can still play the game and catch some Pokemon. Now, the caveats here is, number one, obviously, it only uses the Pokeballs, and it will use them rather quickly. You'll find yourself having like 100 balls, and then within maybe a couple hours, empty again. The catch rate is it's not, you're not going to catch a majority of the Pokemon either. I don't have numbers, but I feel like it's maybe 1 out of 3 Pokemon you're going to catch. Again, I don't have numbers to back it up, but you do the math. If I had like 100 balls, and out of those 100 balls, I only had like, 30 Pokemon, there you go. Excuse me. There you go. That being said, if I wasn't going to catch those Pokemon anyway, well, at least I was attempting to get something by using one of these devices. So that out of the way, how does this thing work? Well, out of its wristband, you see here, there's a connector there, and you need a proprietary device. Now, these look like Fitbits, but believe you me, if you lose the connector or break it somehow, that comes with it. The adapter that charges it, you're better off just buying another Go-tcha, because you can order ones from China or whatever online, but they may not fit yours. It feels like they make those chargers custom made for each Go-tcha. And I can't say that's true or not, but that was my experience when I went to buy one of those, second-hand ones. It left room. There's too much width. It wasn't a snug fit to where my Go-tcha fell out of its enclosure. Okay, so that's where the watch comes in. Big bulky watch here, but the watch has settings that the Go-tcha itself doesn't have. Now it has app stats and things like that, but look at this. Fully charged in 1.5 hours. Now, I don't know how long this thing takes. I probably overcharge it. I typically try to let it charge for maybe like 4 hours before use. And, it might last me 2 to 3 days, depending on how often I'm using it. If I don't sync it to the game at all, it might even go 3 to 4 days if, just tapping it and it still comes on. But actually playing it with the game, I think you're going to average between 2 and 3 days of, regular use. And by regular use, I mean like you play maybe 4 hours a day. All right? This thing here, people have told me, hey, it lasts a lot longer than that. They might get, a whole week before they charge this thing, if that. Similar functions, but you see it has different features here. Before I get into that, the charger here, it has a USB charger, so you can plug this right into a computer or something like that. It's not one of those goofy type things. I think it's just an actual USB. So you don't need a proprietary charger like you do for the Go-tcha, because you take that with you, you could lose it, and then you don't have the charging cable. But with this, just being a regular USB, you're near a computer or a cigarette car charger for a phone, you're good to go charging this thing. So that's what I like already over the Go-tcha. The Go-tcha Evolve has that. It shows you its battery level. That's something that this thing doesn't really show you. It'll show you that it's charging when it's hooked into a charger, but nowhere on here does it show you its battery life. So there's no way to really know until the LED stops coming on that it's completely dead. It has a pedometer here, so it'll show you how many steps you have, but for me, if I've got my phone, which, why would you not have your phone and have these hooked up? Your phone is going to show you that too. Check the time, like a watch. There, if you want it, there you go. Software updates, it does that on its own. And, it's charged via USB. So it does have its advantages over the Go-tcha. But is it enough advantages to, double dip? Like to pawn this off for this? That I don't know, because you can already hear it in my voice. Don't really need a watch. I've already got a summer's tan from my Go-tcha. But I don't need another watch when a lot of these features are already in my phone. While I do like that I can charge it anywhere, I'm not really keen on that $50 price point. True, there's, an actual Apple Watch, is going to cost a lot more, and I don't really use that either anymore. But do I really need the Go-tcha Evolve? And for me personally, I'm going to say no, but that doesn't mean that I'm telling you not to get it. I would recommend this Go-tcha Evolve over all the other products that are out there currently. over the Go-tcha that comes in the charging thing, the battery pack. I would put that ahead of that one, and then ahead of this, and then the Pokeball Go Plus, and then lastly the Pokeball Plus, or Pokeball Go Plus, and then the Pokemon Go Plus. In that order, I would put them in that order there. So yeah, I would recommend this if you've got cash to spend. Maybe you can get this on discount. Maybe it is out there for like I don't know, $40 somewhere. But if you can get it for that price, go ahead and get it. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been waiting a while to get it. I haven't opened this because, I was thinking about taking it back. I could put this $50 towards something else. I'm not sure what I will do yet. I actually thought I, A, lost this thing at first, and then B, maybe the Go-tcha Evolve, maybe it catches Pokemon at a better rate. Maybe it's 50% catch rate versus the 25% with this thing. I don't know. I won't know because I'm not going to open this. But I will do some research and find out. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have both of these? Do you want the Go-tcha Evolve? Or are you rocking the ones that I didn't recommend? Do you prefer those? Why not? Let me know in the comments. I hope to hear from you. But if I don't, remember, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Captain Sensation!